Hey, welcome to Awesome Reviews. This is Charlie bringing the reaction and review to Venom official trailer number 2. Now, I wasn't doing these reactions when the first one came out. I hadn't started the revival just then. So, my general thoughts on the first trailer was, it was interesting. It's something I definitely watch. I mean, I would watch it anyway because of Tom Hardy, because he's an actor that I do follow. And I would watch pretty much anything he does. I do really rate him as an actor. So, yeah, I would have watched it anyway, regardless of the trailer, probably, whether it was good or bad. I like the trailer. I don't have a great attachment to Venom as a character. I did not collect comics as a child, more through lack of opportunity than anything else. I feel like if I had better access to comics, I grew up in a very rural countryside area, so there weren't a lot of comic book shops around, or any really. So yeah, there was more through lack of exposure than anything else. If there were comic book shops around, I would expect I would have been a big comic books kid. However, did not have them. Therefore, I do not really know much of Venom from the comics. I only know Venom via media, previous Spider-Man films, get the Lego games. Let's be honest, it features in there. So I don't know a great deal about Venom or his backstory, and I know a lot, but I do know a lot of people hold Venom in high regard and very intensely protective of Venom as a character, and they want to make sure this is absolutely right. There's a lot of people really invested in this film because they love Venom as a character. I'm not one of those people. I'm just looking to see a really good superhero film. I know Venom's not really a superhero as such. Appears to be set up as a bit of an anti-hero in this. I know he's typically tread the line between anti-hero and villain in the past, but I'm just really looking for a really solid superhero film, basically. Superhero genre film, I should say. Also, interesting cast, of course, outside of this. Michelle Williams is a fantastic actress. Riz Ahmed is a fantastic actor. Got Jenny Slate in this as well. So it's a really interesting cast list, actually. It's a really strong cast list for a sort of spin-off, I guess. The best describing this. It's a really, really strong cast list considering that it's a spin-off of Spider-Man, basically. But I know Venom, like I say, is very much a very highly regarded character in his own right. So maybe that's why. Maybe they felt they needed to get a really good cast to do the character, just to keep the character in good regard, basically. So, without further ado, let's watch this trailer. Okay? Oh, Christ. Pre-trailer? Yeah. Trailer for trailers. That's still stupid.
I'm Eddie Brock. I'm a reporter.
I always seem to find myself
questioning something the government may not be looking at. I found something really bad.
Setting up the character a little bit better.
I have been... Eddie. Who said that? Taken.
Okay, so that sets up the character a little bit more for people like me who don't really know it.
Around at the world, what do you see? A planet on the brink of collapse. Human beings are disposable. But man and symbiote combined. This is a new race, a new species. A higher life form.
I'm trying to know if that guy is important.
What do you want from me?
You'll find out.
I'm so sorry.
Nice. Nice.
We cannot just hurt people.
Oh.
Look into my eyes, Eddie. The way I see it. We can do whatever we want.
Still a good shot. I do like that shot, if I'm honest.
Eyes, lungs, pancreas. So many snacks, so little time.
That power, it's not completely awful.
You have no idea how much you're scaring me right now.
Setting up the anti-hero. Oh.
And you just might survive.
Guys, you do not want to do this, trust me.
Still ambiguous about any actual villain.
Giant leaps
except for her.
will always always come
And
at a
him.
cost.
Oh wow. Oh, there we are. A silver version.
We will eat both your arms and then both of your legs, and then we will eat your face right off your head. You will be this armless, legless, faceless thing, won't you? Rolling down the street like a turd in the wind.
What the hell are you?
We are Venom.
Oh wow.
Oh, I have a parasite. Yeah. Name is Chen.
Did he actually kill that guy? Okay, so that was a humorous endpoint on that. Did he eat that guy? Did he actually eat that guy? I think that dialogue was a bit rubbish. Did Venom generally say the phrase like a turd in the wind? I'm not 100% certain on dialogue, if I'm honest. There's certain scenes where the dialogue just feels a little bit rubbish, but if I'm honest, but it looks, stylistically it looks really good. Tom Hardy's always Tom Hardy's a fantastic actor, can probably get away with most things. And he's definitely, well, at the very least, this will be a film that he's going to make the most of. But I think it could be good. I think it could be good. I don't think the trailer was fantastic. It set things up. It set things up a little bit better than the first one. The first trailer very much introduced Venom as a character. This one sort of introduced Eddie a little bit more. Didn't really do much with anyone else. If I'm honest, Michelle Williams in that trailer was very much pigeonholed into frightened girlfriend trope. Riz Ahmed was very much pigeonholed into mad businessman scientist guy who doesn't really care about people trope. And then Jenny Slate wasn't in this trailer at all, I don't think. So, yeah, did set up Eddie a bit more. And as I was saying through the action, we haven't seen a villain yet. You haven't really seen a villain yet. Saw someone who looked very much like a minor villain, and then maybe the end could be the actual villain. I'm not entirely certain. Because obviously partway through that she appears to fight him with just a sort of morphed blade kind of thing. And then at the end there was the full silver Venom fighting Eddie's Venom. Full silver symbiote, sorry. Not silver Venom. Silver symbiote fighting Venom at the end there. So I think that could be the same character because the blade was silver in that one shot. So I think that could be the same character. It could be that woman. Not sure if that the other guy that he was experimenting on, I think that looked like a blue symbiote that was taking him over. So I'm not sure how he's going to fit into things either. But he didn't appear in the rest of that trailer, so that might be one of those cases where the host just dies or something. Because he wasn't seen in any of the rest of the trailer, as far as I can tell. Because that did look, like I say, they did look like a blue symbiote, so I don't think he's the silver one we saw at the end. However, it does appear that it's falling into that fantastically overused trope of a main guy fighting enemy with same power. I believe there's an actual term for this trope, but I can't remember what it is. But it's that whole sort of Iron Man versus Obadiah Stane. I forgot what he's called now. The suit that he had. It's Flash versus Reverse Flash, Hulk versus Abomination. It's that whole thing. It's a trope that is very much being worn into the ground at this point. It's due to it's due to the saturation of comic book content these days. It's a trope that's very much being worn into the ground, and I'm a little bit. I'm very much not bored of superhero stuff anymore. I'm not bored, and there's people talking. There's people getting a little bit bored of superhero stuff because there's a lot of it. I don't think I'll ever get bored of it. I'm relishing the age of the nerd as much as I can while it's still here. But this particular plot thread, I am very much bored of, because they did it 3 years in a row on the Flash. They've done it most of the seasons on Arrow. It's practically a yearly occurrence on the television side of things. Like I say, it happened in Iron Man 1, happens in Hulk pretty much every time. Pretty much every Hulk villain is The majority of Hulk villains are just Hulk in a different form, or just similar, you know. But yeah, it happens all over the place. Doctor Strange, another one, you know. In a way, Doctor Strange, in a way, was, you know, villain, same time, it's just another guy with magic powers. If you take Matt Mickelson as the main villain rather than Dormammu, of course. So, although Doctor Strange I did enjoy, so not too bad, I guess. However, yeah, it's something I'm a little bit bored of seeing. Anyway, moving on from that because I don't want to dwell on that too long. I think Venom's cool. I understand. I actually do understand why he doesn't have the Spider-Man thing on, because I know from in general that the Spider-Man logo is on Venom because he usually connects with Peter Parker first, and therefore becomes a reflection of Spider-Man, and then attaches to Eddie Brock or something like that. So that's why he usually has the Spider-Man logo on Venom's chest, but of course, because Spider-Man's not involved in this story, he doesn't have that logo. So I do understand that. If anyone knows what the silver symbiote, if that's actually relevant in some way, let me know. I do know of Carnage, but I only know of Carnage via Lego Marvel superheroes. Sadly, I won't pretend that I know a lot about this world because I don't. But I know Carnage in that is red. So I don't think that's Carnage. Correct me if I'm wrong, but please let me know if that silver symbiote is relevant anyway. Let me know. It could be a big deal. I don't know. However, it's just that trope I'm a little bit fed up of. And the supporting cast weren't really given a lot to go. The supporting cast weren't really given much in that trailer. They weren't really highlighted too much. But I like Venom. I like Tom Hardy's. I like Venom as a whole as a design. That one crappy line of dialogue aside, I liked his intimidation up until that line. But Tom Hardy definitely has the best of this. He's got the he's really playing the part. I think Tom Hardy, the Eddie side of things is very strong at the very least. I think the Venom side of things is great. They just need to tighten up on the dialogue animation. I'm talking animations. Other than that, fine. Oh man, I'm excited. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. If you're excited, let me know. If you know anything about Venom that I've missed in this trailer that I should have been excited about, please let me know, because like I say, I know nothing about this, really. But until the next trailer or video, ta-ra.